Today, we're diving into a jaw-dropping story that's shaking the foundations of the entertainment world. Influencer and former OnlyFans star Lauren Pisciotta has come forward with explosive allegations against the one and only Kanye West, accusing him of drugging and raping her at a star-studded party with Sean Diddy Combs. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. In a bombshell 88-page lawsuit filed recently, Pisciotta details a dark narrative of sexual harassment, neo-Nazi behavior, and a toxic workplace culture during her time working for West. Lauren Pisciotta has alleged that the assault she experienced occurred long before she began working as an assistant for Kanye West. According to her claims, West invited her to a party at a Santa Monica studio, where he insisted that all attendees must consume alcohol to remain at the event. Pisciotta recalls feeling increasingly disoriented after drinking a beverage handed to her by West and ultimately losing control over her body and speech. She blacked out during the event, and upon waking the next day, felt a deep sense of shame and embarrassment. Initially, she believed a studio assistant had drugged her, but later learned from West that he was the one who had drugged and raped her. It's unsettling to hear about the experiences Pisciotta has described. The pressure to drink at social gatherings is a troubling aspect of many parties, and it's disturbing that she felt coerced in that environment. Her feelings of disorientation and shame are not uncommon for survivors of such experiences, which adds complexity to how people process trauma. In the lawsuit, Pisciotta claims that West confessed to the assault during a heated conversation about comments made by his ex-wife, who suspected he and Pisciotta had been involved in an affair during his marriage. Although the lawsuit does not explicitly name his ex-wife, it appears to refer to Kim Kardashian, as they divorced in early 2022. According to Pisciotta, when she suggested clarifying the misunderstanding, West responded with laughter and casually admitted to the assault after drugging her. This revelation about West's admission is particularly alarming. It speaks volumes about the power dynamics and lack of accountability in such relationships. It raises questions about how open conversations about consent and misconduct can be within high-profile circles, where personal conflicts can escalate to very serious accusations. The lawsuit further details West's troubling sexual behavior and fetishes, highlighting his repeated desires to engage in sexual activities with the mothers of the women he dated. Pisciotta alleges that he sent her numerous texts expressing his intentions to sleep with Bianca Censori's mother, among others. He is said to have shared graphic details of his sexual exploits with her and others, referring to these encounters as gifts he could offer to friends and associates. Pisciotta also claims that West attempted to gift her to a high-profile celebrity who later cautioned her about West's intentions. It's shocking to hear about the extent of West's alleged behavior and how he framed his sexual encounters as gifts. This kind of objectification can create a toxic environment for all involved. The idea of gifting someone in such a manner is deeply troubling and raises questions about respect and consent in personal relationships. According to the lawsuit, West's offices at Yeezy, his fashion label, allegedly became centers for sexual activity, where he directed employees to create makeshift bedrooms and engaged in inappropriate behavior with staff and guests. Pisciotta accuses West of trafficking women globally, utilizing connections with companies like Adidas and Gap to secure false work visas. The women were allegedly assigned fake job titles, and West required them to sign non-disclosure agreements, NDAs, to maintain secrecy about their involvement. The allegations of trafficking and manipulation in a workplace setting are serious and concerning. Such practices not only violate ethical standards, but also highlight the risks that individuals may face in industries where power imbalances exist. It emphasizes the importance of proper oversight and protections for employees in creative fields. The lawsuit also addresses West's notable decline into anti-Semitism, which significantly impacted his public image. Pisciotta asserts that his extreme views were not just expressed in public rants, but were also prevalent in his workplace environment. She recounts an incident where West reacted to a substandard hotel room with an anti-Semitic outburst, blaming a Jewish real estate advisor. She alleges that his infamous tweet declaring DEFCON 3 on Jewish people stemmed from this event, claiming West made her read the tweet back to him, which he found arousing. This is a distressing account that reflects the dangerous impact of hate speech within professional settings. It's alarming that such ideologies could permeate a workplace and create an environment of fear and intimidation. The normalization of hate in any context is a serious issue that requires attention and action. Pisciotta describes an atmosphere of manipulation, fear, and retaliation in the workplace. She claims West's unpredictable mood swings created a tense environment where employees lived in constant fear of humiliation or being banned for speaking out. She notes that West would oscillate between lavishing her with gifts in exchange for compliance with his sexual advances and imposing arduous tasks as punishment when she refused him. For instance, she recounts being assigned grueling tasks after declining his invitation to attend one of his sex parties. It's striking how such power dynamics can create toxic work environments. The cycle of manipulation, offering rewards for compliance and punishment for refusal, can be emotionally exhausting for individuals in such situations. This kind of behavior can have long-lasting psychological effects on those involved. As West's business dealings deteriorated, particularly following his split with Gap, his behavior reportedly became more erratic and violent. He relocated his Yeezy offices to a space above an American Apparel factory, where his toxic conduct reportedly continued. Pisciotta alleges that West's friendship with the founder of American Apparel, another individual accused of sexual harassment, only fueled his predatory behavior. It's troubling to see how one individual's problematic behavior can influence and embolden another's. The interplay between personal relationships and workplace conduct can create an environment where inappropriate behavior is not just tolerated, but even encouraged.